Every year, billions of drywall panels are installed inside homes, offices, schools, and hospitals across the United States and Europe. In fact, more than 90% of interior walls in modern buildings are made from drywall. It's one of the most common construction materials on the planet. Yet almost no one has ever seen how it's made. And the most surprising part, these strong, perfectly flat panels begin as a soft, dusty mineral rock called gypsum, a material so fragile it can crumble in your hand. So how does this simple stone become the solid walls that surround entire cities? Inside enormous factories, gypsum is crushed into powder, heated, chemically transformed, mixed with water and special additives, and spread across giant sheets of paper on production lines that stretch longer than a football field. Within minutes, that liquid mixture begins turning into a solid board, but the process must be controlled with incredible precision. If the mixture hardens too quickly, the entire production line could fail. If it hardens too slowly, thousands of panels could be ruined. So how do factories manage to produce thousands of perfect drywall sheets every hour? To understand that, we have to start where drywall begins, deep underground. Millions of years ago, vast, shallow seas once covered large areas of the Earth. As these ancient seas slowly evaporated, they left behind thick layers of mineral deposits. Over time, one of those minerals formed massive underground beds of gypsum. Today, these deposits are mined in large, open-pit quarries using powerful industrial machines. Giant excavators dig into the rock layers, scooping up enormous chunks of gypsum and loading them into heavy haul trucks. Each truck can carry several tons of raw material at once. The gypsum rock is transported from the quarry directly to nearby processing plants, where the transformation begins. At this stage, the material still looks nothing like drywall. The rocks are irregular, rough, and covered with dust. Before anything else can happen, the stone must first be broken down into a manageable size. Inside the factory, the gypsum passes through massive crushing machines. These industrial crushers use heavy steel jaws and rotating rollers to break the large rocks into smaller fragments. The crushing process reduces the raw material into gravel-sized pieces. But even this is not fine enough. The crushed gypsum is carried by conveyor belts into powerful grinding mills, where rotating steel balls pulverize the fragments into an extremely fine white powder. At this point, the material may look ready to use, but chemically it is still the original gypsum mineral, and that means it cannot yet form drywall panels. For the material to gain the ability to harden into a solid structure, it must go through one of the most important steps in the entire manufacturing process: calcination. The powdered gypsum enters giant rotating kilns where it is heated to temperatures of around 150 to 180 degrees Celsius. As the material warms inside the kiln, something remarkable begins to happen at the microscopic level. Gypsum crystals naturally contain water molecules trapped inside their structure. When the mineral is heated, part of this water is released as steam. This process changes the chemical composition of the material and converts the gypsum into a new substance known as calcium sulfate hemihydrate, more commonly called plaster of Paris. This transformation is critical. Unlike raw gypsum, plaster powder has the ability to reabsorb water and harden into a solid mass. Without this chemical reaction, drywall production would be impossible. Once the calcination stage is complete, the fine plaster powder moves into the mixing section of the factory. Here, the powder is blended with carefully measured ingredients that control the properties of the final drywall panel. Water is added to form a thick slurry. Small amounts of starch help the gypsum core bond tightly to the outer paper layers. Foaming agents introduce tiny air bubbles that reduce the weight of the board. Other additives control how quickly the mixture sets and how strong the finished panel becomes. The proportions of these ingredients are extremely important. Even small variations can affect the strength, weight, or drying time of the boards. With the mixture ready, the manufacturing line finally begins producing drywall. At the start of the production line, enormous rolls of strong paper slowly unwind onto a moving conveyor belt. This paper will form the front and back surfaces of the drywall sheet. Above the conveyor, the liquid gypsum slurry pours continuously onto the paper layer. Immediately after, a second sheet of paper is placed on top, creating a sandwich structure with the slurry trapped between the two layers. At this stage, the material still looks like a thick, flowing batter. But something fascinating is already happening inside the mixture. The plaster has started reacting with the water, forming interlocking crystals that gradually begin to solidify the core of the panel. As the long ribbon of drywall travels down the production line, forming plates shape the edges and control the thickness of the board with millimeter precision. Within just a few minutes, the once liquid slurry begins turning into a firm sheet. Rotating cutting blades then slice the continuous strip into standard panel lengths, typically between 8 and 12 feet long. But even though the boards are now solid, they still contain a large amount of moisture. If the panels were stacked now, they would warp, weaken, and possibly break. So the boards must pass through another crucial stage. They enter enormous drying kilns, long industrial ovens where hot air slowly removes the remaining moisture from the gypsum core. These dryers can stretch over 150 meters long, allowing the boards to travel slowly through carefully controlled temperatures. During this stage, the panels gradually gain their final strength and rigidity. By the time they exit the dryer, they finally resemble the drywall sheets used in construction projects. But before they are shipped to building sites, the panels must pass a series of strict quality control tests. Sensors measure the thickness of each board with incredible accuracy. High-speed cameras scan the surfaces for cracks or imperfections. Some samples are even tested for flexural strength to ensure they can withstand installation without breaking. If any panel fails inspection, it is removed and recycled back into the manufacturing process. Only boards that meet exact specifications continue forward. Finally, the finished drywall sheets are stacked into large bundles. Automated systems wrap the stacks and prepare them for transportation. Forklifts carry the heavy loads to waiting trucks that will deliver them to construction sites across cities and towns. Within days, these panels will be lifted into place by builders, attached to wooden or metal framing, and finished with paint or plaster. Once installed, they disappear into the background of everyday life, but behind those quiet walls lies an extraordinary journey. A transformation that begins with a fragile mineral rock and ends with one of the most essential materials in modern construction. From ancient sea deposits to high-precision factory production, drywall quietly shapes the spaces where we live, work, and build our world. And it all starts with a simple mineral called gypsum. If you enjoyed discovering how everyday materials are made, make sure to subscribe for more incredible journeys inside the world's most fascinating factories.